Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome back to another WarCraft 3 cast. This time around I got a game for you guys from the WarCraft 3 Gym Return to the Jungle #2 tournament, 1-day KO tournament which I host, and I'm planning to host that on alternative Saturdays. So anyways, enough of that. We got Hippo spawning as the yellow human on the top left location of this map, Terenas Stand. This is a round 1 game, and his opponent Ember spawning as the red undead on the bottom right. Ember opening up with hero first build order, putting down the altar over here as we can see, putting out Ziggurat, Tomb of Relic, and the crypt pretty soon. Hippo is one of the most interesting players in this entire series. He has given us some amazing quality matches, and we're in for something really good. Oh, that's all I can say right now. We got the altars coming up, and let's see what the hero choices are going to be. It's going to be Death Knight for Ember, pretty standard thing. Archmage for Hippo. This is of course Terenas Stand LV. This is the new Terenas Stand, which came a couple of years ago. It has pretty much the same buildings, just different positions. You got your local goblin merchant. You got a local goblin, not a goblin, mercenary camp. You got a natural expansion. You got a long distance expansion. And your lab has been placed a bit away. Your lab used to be pretty close to you, but now your lab is a bit away. And there's a tower in the middle. You got some green camps across. There are no red camps on this, and a couple of orange camps that can be crept out. There is one camp, the Renegade Wizard camp, that can be compared somewhat to the red camp, although it's not really a red camp. But yeah, that is one of the camps that needs a bit of micro to deal with, and you can't just barge into that with no game plan. We got Hippo trying to attack the Scout Acolyte of Ember. Ember coming in with a Scout Acolyte, and it appears that Acolyte is going to be super annoying. Going to be trying to stop Hippo's creeping attempt over here. It's going to go towards the backside, and oh, that's what I was afraid of. He just bought the Shadow Troll Priest. That's going to be taking away some early advantage that Hippo was supposed to get. And although the Acolyte wasn't exactly able to do too much about the creeping, and here comes the Death Knight. Death Knight, now this is something that can definitely do something about the creeping. It can take out the militiamen. The peasants are pretty low. I can see at least 2 more peasants that can be taken out with death coils, and the death coils on this mana pool, this mana tank, are more than sufficient. And Hippo denying him one of his own peasants, and the Archmage is almost level 2, not level 2 just yet. He may get to level 2 after taking out those skeletons. There we go, level 2 on the Archmage. He got a wand of mana stealing. He may want to use that actually. He uses it, that's going to deny the undead player of his mana. Ember will not be able to use his death coils with the same effectiveness, with the same numbers at least. So 1 footman is pretty low. A death coil can definitely take it out. It appears that's what Ember wants to do. He's gonna try and sneak into the base, go after the footman. He does have skeleton warriors right behind it, but Hippo will be able to get some militiamen for the rescue. Footman still running for dear life, and we got the heroes on the other side. There goes the death coil, and that hero will definitely bite the dust. Death Knight is level 1.7 and currently below 50% HP, but that's just gonna be fine for him. And what do we have here? It appears that Hippo wasn't even done creeping at that camp. He had to disengage to deal with Ember, and he did the right thing. Yeah, despite of losing 1 footman, he got his hero to level 2, 2.5 at least, approximately that is. And while Ember's hero, the Death Knight, is still at below level 1 right now. Hippo gonna go in, and what's he gonna get? It is the first Knight, boost of speed. Okay, so he's going to use a boost of speed to try and chase the Death Knight and deal as many fireballs as it can with the Archmage. That's an interesting thing actually. You don't usually see things like these. You would see this situation the other way around. You would see the Death Knight trying to follow the Archmage and the Archmage trying to run away. But oh, it appears that he will be able to get at least 2 more shots on it before the Death Knight reaches home and reaches safety. Death Knight will manage to escape this whole situation though, from what I understand. And okay, so Hippo's gonna be creeping on the other side of the map. We had some pause over there. Here come the footmen. The footmen may attack this camp over here, and the archmage is attacking this. That will get the archmage to level 3, and a level 3 archmage with level 2 elementals, that's gonna deal a lot more damage. And we got Ember passing by Hippo, and what we have here, Ember, did Ember not see this? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Ember sure had seen that actually. And okay, it appears that Hippo and Ember couldn't see each other, so they didn't try to even go for any kind of engagement, because if I was Hippo, I would have gone after the Death Knight. Death Knight is super low right now, and 2 fireball attacks from that archmage would have taken out the Death Knight. We got a look on the items right now. A slipper of agility on the Death Knight, that's the item that he got here. 2 slippers of agility at the boost of speed, and of course the wand of mana stealing, and he sees him. No, he just passes him by. Rather funny. Ember actually messed up over there. He went in with about 4 ghouls, but lost most of them to that camp, and now selling off that slipper to the shop. Temple of Damned, and there was another building over there that he cancelled, now putting down a slaughterhouse. I'm not sure what that building was though. So Hippo is already level 3 with the Archmage, and already getting his tier 2 stuff coming in. The Rifleman, current meta of course being the Rifleman and Priest combination, which has been working super well for human players. What is going to be the hero? The hero is going to be Mountain King for Hippo. Okay. He's going to leave behind the Mountain King, perhaps creep a bit using the Footmen, and the Archmage is still lurking around the Undead's base. I mean, this is super dangerous play by Ember, if you Hippo, if you ask me. Archmage, sure, you can try to harass your enemy with it, but he's a pretty squishy hero to leave alone. Right, all of it on his own at the enemy. And what do we have here? Ember picking up a Pit Lord as the second hero and going in for some creeps at his enemy's expansion. Hippo doesn't know of this yet. If he knows, he can definitely go in, and the Death Knight is still super weak. 1 Stormbolt surround and the Death Knight is gonna be dead. Also, the Pit Lord is now super weak as well, and here comes Ember. Ember death coiling 1 Footman, and that kind of gives away Ember's location. Stormbolt, there we go. This is what I was talking about. He can TP, but really, do you really want to do that? Do you really? Okay, yeah, that's the right thing that Ember did. I was about to say that both of the heroes survived. Wow, that was a close engagement. That was super close. So yeah, I was about to say in that scenario that while the hero was trying to run away for Ember, I wouldn't really say that was the right decision for Ember, and he did the right thing though by TPing at the right time, because the Mountain King would have just launched another Stormbolt, and that would have been the end of the Death Knight. Death Knight wouldn't even have been able to TP if the Stormbolt hit. And while both of the heroes for Ember are back at the base, right now the Archmage is dealing some harassment over here with the level 2 elementals, and we don't usually see something like this, but Archmage is actually effectively harassing Ember's army. Managed to kill one of the what are these called? Necromancers. Yeah, I almost forgot what they were called. They're so scarcely used that I almost forgot what they were called. 3 elementals on the field and dealing heavy damage. Here comes the Mountain King. Mountain King gonna come in, cast away his storm bolts. That fiend is super weak. 3 elementals. This is not looking good for Ember. And the Pit Lord is super weak. Pit Lord is being surrounded. There's no death coil. There's no death coil to save it. The Pit Lord will bite the dust. Tried to go towards the Tomb of Relics to get some item to heal away, but he wasn't there on time. Ember is not looking in a good situation right now. Once again, Hippo targeting away the Necromancers. Unholy Aura, of course, coming into play. The ghouls are super fast with that. The Archmage is super weak right now. There is no death coil though, so he's safe for a short amount of time. And he also has Priest, so he should be able to heal his Archmage, but But if Ember keeps focusing on that Archmage, that's gonna be a difficult situation. But you also got Mountain King and oh, Death Knight being taken out with a Stormbolt. And well, the Pit Lord is back and got itself a nice Orb of Corruption. Ember has too few units to try to save him. At least, I mean to say, too few units with a full HP bar to try and save himself from the situation. Hasn't even started reviving the Death Knight yet, and that's the question would be that would he want to revive it with the altar or go to the tavern in a situation like this. So we got some dispels coming in by the priests as well, and Hippo is on a roll right now. Hippo needs one more kill for that Mountain King to get to level 3. There we go. Speaking about levels, we got the Pit Lord at level 2 right now, and Hippo's gonna stay in. He's gonna keep the pressure up. There we go. Level 3 level 3 Mountain King Stormbolt on the Necromancer level 4 Archmage, and currently Hippo is on a super roll right now. If Ember well, not really Ember. If Hippo messes up big time, that would be the only opening that Ember needs to be able to save himself. Ember is trying to secure a nice wall off against the gold mine to not have any kind of harassment on that one. And one of the destroyers are up on the field, but it's a bit too little too late. There are enough units, mind you, but this is a 48 foot army of the human player against a 29 foot army. Although the human player's 5 footmen are at the expansion, 5 peasants are in the expansion, and what do we have here? Hippo choosing to use the TP and go back to the base, and he's also breaking upkeep. He's going tier 3. He has an expansion up and ready. He can choose to do that, but the question is that if should Hippo had done that? That's the question. His Mountain King was kind of weak. The Archmage was still super. It wasn't weak at all, and Ember didn't even start to retrain the Death Knight from the altar. And oh, the Pit Lord! The Pit Lord! It may get taken out. Barely managing to survive. He's gonna use the static shield on those creeps. Hippo will be creeping here with his Mountain King. Robe of Magic. Pretty good item. Extra mana, more Stormbolts, of course. And the Riflemen are on a roll right now. They probably have long rifles by now, and Hippo has a lot of gold. 2k gold right now in the bank, and he has only just kind of started doing some upgrades. He should definitely go for tier 3 stuff, or just keep breaking upkeep until he's nearing high upkeep. So Ember is back at both hero capacity, and Hippo's gotta be careful right now. He let Ember get back to this situation, and despite of being in the lead, he chose to stay away and level up his heroes. And now the only thing is that Hippo needs to be careful to not Ember get to a point where he can make him pay. Level 3 Pit Lord. Let's cover up the items just a bit before the engagement happens, because we are gonna have an engagement real soon. Archmage for Hippo has TP, which he bought. Circlet, Scroll of Healing, Slipper of Agility, Claws of Attack +6 probably. The Mountain King has a Scroll of Healing as well. Wand of Healing, that's a good item. Robe of Magic and Boost of Speed, that's gonna help him follow heroes. On to Ember side, the Death Knight only has the TP, and that's just it. And the Pit Lord has a good stack of items: Potion of Invulnerability, Orb of Corruption, Slipper of Agility, Claws of Attack, and also the Roar, the Scroll of Beast. And Pit Lord was being targeted, but there are enough death coils to... No, there aren't! That was the last death coil. There will be no more death coils anytime soon. The Pit Lord is going to be taken out unless and until it manages to get out of that stun effect before the uh, before he gets killed, basically. And that priest died after the undead army TP'd. Yeah, that's Warcraft. That happens at times. So we got Hippo with an army of 64 against Ember with an army of 44. And we definitely know who has the bigger army with attack upgrades, with long rifles, and priest at the backside to save him. And here comes the third hero. The tri-hero combo is going to be coming into effect just in a bit. And we also have a siege workshop over there, or rather a workshop, just a workshop. And it's training some more teams along with some upgrades, the fragmented shard upgrades. Holy Light on that Pit Lord, and we do have at least one more coil left on that Death Knight. That building got taken out. That was a tomb of... no, that wasn't a tomb, that was Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse getting taken out. It's being remade at the backside of the base. But there won't be any more obsidian statues for Ember for at least some time. Holy Light on that Pit Lord. Uh-oh, Stormbolt. I can see a Stormbolt incoming. Pit Lord needs to be careful. It needs to stay away. It needs to not be aggroed and needs to stay inside the base. Ember still has a chance, but by a long shot, of course. And uh-oh, Hippo has a 78 food army right now. Ember's chances are falling slim by the second, and this is really not looking good. Riflemen are currently having hold position. Stormbolt, focus fire. Pit Lord weak. The last death coil being used. Pit Lord once again managing to escape, but right now the focus is on the Death Knight. Pit Lord is having more HP than the Death Knight. Howl of Terror. Some dispels going off, and that the dispels are also dispelling away the blight. Here comes the mortar team. The mortar team gonna hit the buildings from a far away distance. That's going to pull the undead army towards the human army, and when they come there eventually, we know what's gonna happen. Those riflemen will tear them a new one. The Pit Lord's gonna get taken out. Death Coil! I believe he used a potion of mana back at the Tomb of Relics. Really good saves there by Ember, but I feel sadly that it's too little too late. And with against this kind of an army of Hippo, a 78 foot army, there's little to no chance that he has right now. Crypt being taken out, and the more teams will focus on other buildings now. Hippo taking out more units. Hippo going after Ember's Black Citadel. That cleave attack coming into effect, but it's not going to last for long. One more death coil to save that Pit Lord, and it appears they use a potion of healing, but no more. Pit Lord finally getting taken out, and Ember left the cave. Good game. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful cast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. You guys can join me on my Discord server for games like these, and I'll be hosting this tournament on Clan Gym every second week. That is the plan, and that would be all then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, everybody.